Good morning, everyone. So, these are topics covered during the first and second unit topics. Combinedly, I am telling that. So, today topic is sources of sags and interruption. Sources of sags and interruptions. Sources of sags and interruption. So, in last class, we have to studied about voltage sag and interruption. So, what is the voltage sag? Voltage sag is nothing but decrease in voltage. What is the interruption? That is in complete loss of the interruption. So generally we can say that the voltage sag and interruptions are generally caused by which one? That is our faults. That is the faults on the utility system. Faults on the utility system. So I can consider one example. That example is we have transmission, distribution and customer facility. Transmission, distribution, customer facility. So simply that so I can take in one radial system. This is a distribution. This one is the transmission. This one is the transmission. This is a distribution, transmission. So you can consider the, suppose example, this is the 115 kV. This is a 13.85 kV. So I can consider the 4 feeders, 1 2 3 4 feeders. So these are breakers A, B, C, D, E, F. So these are the 6 breakers on the transmission system. 6 breakers on the transmission system. So I can consider this example too. So what are the sources of sags? What are the sources of interruption? Sources and sags of interruption. So I can consider one of the customer is at feeder 1. Customer is at feeder 1. So and also another problem. So another I have is a fuse, is a fault condition. So similar like that faults on transmission system. So that is single line to ground fault. Here also single line to ground fault. So I can say that one here we can discuss. So first of all, fault on the same customer on the same feeder. Faults on the same customer, same feeder. This is the reason for sag or interruption. We can discuss. Similar that faults on the parallel feeder. Fault on the parallel feeder. We can discuss what is the there is a chances for sag or interruption. Similar like that faults on the transmission system. So these three cases we can discuss. These three cases we can discuss. So generally, so what reason for the voltage sags and interruptions? So voltage sag and interruptions are generally caused by system faults. Generally caused by which one? Faults. Faults on the utility. Faults on the utility system. So you can see that one here. The fault on the customer circuit breaker 1. Circuit breaker 1, that is fault on the same feeder. Fault on the which one? Same feeder. So fault on the same feeder. So when fault on the same feeder, I am considering the circuit breaker 1. This is the feeder 1. In this feeder the fault is also same feeder. So if the fault on the same feeder, the customer experiences a voltage sag during the fault followed by an interruption. The customer will experience a voltage sag. Customer will experience a voltage sag during the fault followed by an interruption. When the breaker is opens to clear the fault. Suppose if the faults on the same customer, so it will experience on this the fault on the utility system. So that is same feeder, not in another feeders. So fault on this feeder. So during this one voltage sag is occur. It can be followed by an interruption when the circuit breaker opens to clear the fault. Suppose if the reclosing operation of the circuit breaker is to be successful. Reclosing operation is successful. So and this interruption will be a temporary. Reclosing operation is successful. What? Interruption will be a temporarily. So it is usually required about 5 to 6 times per breaker to operate. 5 to 6 cycles. How many cycles? 5 to 6 cycles to breaker to operate. 5 to 6 cycles to breaker to operate. So the breaker will be remain open for typical minimum of 12 cycles up to 5 seconds. 12 cycles to up to 5 seconds depend upon the reclosing practice. So next, so we can say that one, suppose the fault on the parallel feeder. Parallel feeder. So the fault on the parallel feeder. So if the fault on the any another feeder, here what is the feeders? 1, 2, 3, 4 are the circuit breakers. 4 feeders are there. So I can consider the fault on the fourth feeder. So that is the feeder is parallel to 1. That is the customer here. So fault is parallel to 1. So if the transmission system somewhere on the system also, so we can consider the transmission system also. So during this, in either these cases, so I can consider the fault on the parallel feeder and fault on the transmission system. So in either these cases, the customer will experience during a period that will be actually on the system. That is the voltage sag. So during these cases, that means if the fault is occur on the parallel feeder, the fault on the transmission system, during these cases the customer will experience a voltage sag. During the period the fault is actually on the system. As soon as the breaker is open to clear the fault, the normal voltage is restored to the customer. So that means during these cases, that is the fault on the parallel feeder transmission system, the customer will not get a interruption. The customer will not get a interruption. Note this point. The interruption get only when the same customer, the feeding the same point, that is will be get on the voltage sag. After that come to interruption. In case the fault on the parallel feeder and the fault on the transmission system, during these cases the customer will experience a what? A voltage sag, not an interruption. So after that, if the fault is clear, the normal voltage is will restore to the customer. So normal voltage is restored to the customer. Suppose the fault is occur on the transmission system. So what? A circuit breaker A or B can be operated depend upon the which we have circuit breaker classification, time and distance. Which one is the nearer, that will be operated. That is A and B operated. The transmission breaker, circuit breaker will recloses the fault in 5 or 6 cycles. 5 or 6 cycles. So during these cases, so we can only see the sag. We can see only the sag, not an interruption. Not an interruption. So the distribution faults also can be clear by using the lateral fuse or the breaker, depending upon the what the system fuse saving we can use. What the system fuse saving can be used. This is about the sources of the sag and interruption. This is about the sources of sag and interruption. So it is a simple thing. So we can consider the system, that is your choice. That is your choice. Here I am considering the ring transmission system, one distribution system. So here we can see that one, the fault on the same feeder, the fault on the parallel feeder, the fault on the single line to ground faults, that on the transmission system. So when the fault on the same feeder will cause the sag, so after that come to followed by the voltage interruption. After that followed by the voltage interruption. So if the fault on the parallel feeder, the fault on the transmission system only causes the voltage sag. Only causes the voltage sag, not an interruption. So one example can be taken from the industry. So you can consider in pie chart the fault on the own circuit. So generally what the faults on the own circuit, faults on the own circuit. This is the faults on the parallel circuits. So one industry can take the data and finalize this one. So faults on the transmission system. Faults on the transmission system. So this is own feeder is 23%. So parallel feeder is 46%. Remaining 31% is problems on transmission system. So problems on transmission system. So during this case, so I can take one example to clear this, save that one. So this one, the voltage so this is the voltage sag due to parallel utility feeder. Voltage is sag due to fault on parallel utility feeder. That is the fault on the this one. The fault on the this one. So this is the voltage sag means during this one is 25 seconds to 75 seconds. 25 seconds to 75 seconds. So the fault is parallel fader, the voltage value is decreases. The voltage value is decreases. The decreased voltage is what? Voltage sag. After that one, the circuit breaker will be recloses, the operation comes to the normal value, that is 100%. That is 100%. This is about the fault on parallel fader, that is caused only voltage sag. That is caused only voltage sag, not an interruption. Not an interruption. If the faults on the same feeder, the faults on the same feeder, the voltage value is, so we can say that one, time in milliseconds, this is voltage. So here see that one is a normal value. When there is a fault on the same feeder, that is a voltage sag. After that come to interruption. After come to the interruption. So this is about the, so voltage sag and interruption. Voltage sag and interruption. So finally we can say that during this all cases, the voltage value is not 0. The voltage value is not 0. So that is some voltage value is there. Some voltage value is there. So next we can say that one, next topics we can discuss about estimating the voltage sag performance and what the voltage sag sensitivity and the evaluation of voltage sag. Evaluation of voltage sag. So tomorrow class we can discuss. So these are the topics that is combined. I am telling first and the second units, not only first units. So we can discuss later. So thank you for watching. If you have any doubts regarding this topic, so please comment in your group. So thank you.